In this corner, it's a brand new Coca-Cola flavor. It's spiced Coca-Cola.
Spicy.
Spice.
It's a spicy meatball.
Call me a spice girl.
Spice.
And in this corner, it's Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Yeah, call me a Baja Blast girl.
Bah.
Baja. Blast me. Blast all over me.
Bah, what? I was not part of that.
You tried it. You tried that. I'm Nick Norris, our pal Shade Hancock.
Howdy.
Nick Geiger.
Hey there.
All right. Well,
I am not affiliated with that fan.
I did not want that person to blast on me.
Blast on someone else.
all right. Chad.
Mm-hmm.
There's news I hear.
Okay, great. All right, I found this news story. Chupacabra beats Bigfoot for best cryptid title.
Fuck.
Oh.
I know, I was so
Title,
disappointed.
like the name?
No. Okay, I'll
The
read you
title
the
of
The
best
title
cryptid.
of
I got
champion
it.
of cryptids.
Yeah, best cryptid. Move over, Bigfoot. Miami's. This is from Axios Miami. So you can see there's probably a little bias here, but Miami's very own Chupacabra has been crowned the best cryptid by Axios readers from across the country. So they had a tournament for best cryptid on this Miami newspaper or whatever, and of course the Miami
They're
Chupacabra.
going to vote for the local cryptid.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
Chupacabra sucks.
Fuck Chupacabra! I don't even know what that is.
What is a chupacabra? Yeah, I was going to say.
It says, after 4 rounds of voting, Chupa beat Bigfoot in the title fight by 27 votes. So, at least 27 people voted on this poll. It says, the first Chupacabra spotting happened in Puerto Rico in 1995 amid a wave of livestock killings. So, I guess that's
look up Chupacabra. It doesn't look that different from,
It's like
existing
an angry
animals.
chihuahua.
It's just like a weasel.
It looks like a hyena or something.
Yeah.
Well, their picture that they have at the top of the news story makes it look like some kind of demon or something,
Yeah, it looks cooler.
But it says the mythical creature then sparked pandemonium in Miami when it was blamed for killing dozens of farm animals in 1996. Miami, famous place for farm animals.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, so they had this whole bracket. I thought I could read some of the bracket here and you can...
What the?
Is that Chupacabra?
That's Chupacabra?
Looks like Nacho Libre.
Okay, so here's who they had in the tournament.
Okay.
8,970 total votes cast.
Wow.
But the first round was Chupacabra versus Skunk Ape.
Yeah.
Then we had Wendigo beating the Jersey Devil. The Loveland Frogman lost to Mothman. Mothman is in this tournament.
That's an
It's an
upset.
Yeah. We had one called Snallygaster beating out one that was just called Champ.
Wow.
Champ named incorrectly here, I guess. All right, the bottom half of the bracket had La Llorona beating Rugaru, the Michigan Dogman losing to Bigfoot, Jackalope beating the Puckwudgie, and the Dover Demon losing to the Fresno Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
So those are the participants.
Jackalope sucks. It's a rabbit with horns. Who gives a shit?
Well, I mean, it beat Puckwudgie and the Fresno Nightcrawler, only to lose to Bigfoot in the Final Four.
Yeah.
Champ is this big Lake Champlain Loch Ness style monster.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Oh, okay. Neat.
Mm-hmm.
Literally not a single one of those ones you mentioned has anything on Bigfoot.
No.
I know. There was no...
Bigfoot's the fucking man.
Yeah.
He can run 40 miles per hour, as we learned one time, or whatever it was. Windmilling
his arms. Wife Pie was out there probably voting 18 times for his arch nemesis. Pull out his big, hairy Yeti.
No, you can't. You can't reference.
You can't make jokes from the last episode
All right.
just because we recorded it the same night.
Oh, that's fair. Okay.
His big hairy foot.
All hail Chupacabra, I guess.
Yeah.
And that's official.
Any of these other ones you guys want to look up and then we can laugh at how they look to our audio listeners?
The Michigan what now?
The Michigan Dogman sounds
Michigan
pretty
Dogman sounds interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Michigan Dogman is a little looks basically like a werewolf.
Loveland Frogman was another one.
Yes, that was one of them.
This clearly fanfic drawing makes him look very heroic. He's just fucking he looks like a paunchy middle-aged frog, like
he looks
angry
like,
about fucking taxes or something.
He looks like the characters from those Frog and Toad children's books.
Yeah. God damn it! I gotta take out the recycling. The Loveland Frogman won't stand for this.
Which one's Wendigo again? Wendigo. I feel like I know that one. Oh yeah, it's like a big fucking moose head.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. Yeah,
I don't know if I
Big
talked
moose
about this. There was a guy. We had a costume contest at work one year. I tell you about that guy that dressed like a Wendigo on his like fucking stilts. So this guy, he like
specifically said.
No, you didn't tell us
that.
about
That's
that.
the monster he was.
So yes, so we are all. It's time for the costume contest. All of a sudden, I hear clank, clank, and I turn around, and there's this fucking
Where are
nut
you
job
at? Are you in a gymnasium?
in our office. No, like in like
He's
he.
like crouching,
He's
like head through the
stooping
wall.
his head on stilts, going, "Ah," and like when people get near him, he'd be like, "Ah," and he had like painted his face and stuff. And we go, "What are you?" He goes, "I'm a Wendigo." I'm like, and someone's like, "What's that?" He's like, "It's from Native American folklore." We're like, "It's Algonquin in origin." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up!" So like,
what?
He apparently came in overnight to practice on the stilts in the office. And our HR lady came rushing over. Was like, "You need to get down. Like, please do not fall. Like, get down off those. You're gonna get hurt." And he just kept like swiping his hands at people when they walked by. He was a fucking weirdo.
Attacking the HR lady.
Yeah, but like he like coming in.
Wendigo
on your
famously
time,
got workman's comp, and I'm gonna take it.
Wendigo never was able to quite figure out how to get around the exit signs. But like coming in on your off time to
Also, Wendigo gets an extra week of vacation.
He was a very odd guy to begin with, but that
Did he
was
at
like,
least have horns, or was it just face paint and
it was like
stilts?
face paint and like a raggedy shirt. It was like all torn up, and then he had stilts, and then like the there was like two women that were like freaked out. They were like, "Ah!" and they're like running away from him, and like the HR lady's like, "Get down!" She's like freaking because they thought he was being creepy or whatever.
So no
I don't
horns.
know. No horn. He did not have any horns. He was. I don't think he was a very good Wendigo. I got to be honest.
No, it sounds
Yeah.
like he is kind of lazy with the costume.
If you're a hornless Wendigo, what are we even doing here?
He thought the stilts, I think, would carry the day for him. But
Yeah, he was tall.
Our new clients are here today. Oh, hey there. My name's Jerry Wendigo.
I'm gonna swat at you a couple times. Don't mind me.
It's from Algonquin folklore. Don't worry about that. It's period accurate.
This is not
what?
cultural appropriation because it's mythical. Okay.
No.
Fucking weirdo.
Yeah, we had a lot. They took our costume contest. Where I mean, I was talked about some of the other, like the Effie Trinket guy and all that. But like, I remember I had like a co-manager on this one team, and he dressed like he and his friends, and all like he had four guys, and they all dressed like different characters from Zoolander. So I think he was like, I can't remember which one he was. Like it was like Derek Zoolander, and he was like had all his face paint on in this spangly outfit, and we got called into my boss's office. He's like chewing him out when he's just like, and he's like wearing this like fucking this like bespeckled spangly spandex outfit, and I'm like trying not to laugh in the corner as he just gets his asshole ripped out. And then
what did he do?
I don't know. He just something with a customer, and then this guy one of his friends walks by dressed like Mugatu, and he keeps knocking on the window, going, "Come on, we gotta do the thing." And he's going. My boss is like, "Get out of here!" Like he yelled at the guy. Well, like did not have the self-awareness. Like now is not the time.
Was he like making the Ben Stiller like faces, like the pouty lips and stuff, while he's getting like chewed out, like posing or whatever?
Was this a school for ants? You're fucking fired! Just shouting at him. Yeah, they took it way too seriously.
I told the costume story of Were you with us when we went to get our buddy Dan's?
I was
Willy
not
Wonka
there.
costume?
No, I wish. I went to that store later by myself.
We went to get a Willy Wonka costume for our buddy, and he we were there for like an hour looking at different this is the place that I got Big Fur, which is like the generic Cookie Monster costume, but our buddy wanted to be Willy Wonka, and he had like the coat, he had everything, and the guy kept saying, do you have a brown hat? And the worker spoke as if he had no tongue. Like, I don't know why. Like, all of our impersonations of him later were him having no tongue. He's like, we don't have a round hat. Like, we just kept asking him. He's like, we got a blue one, and he like would hand him a blue one. He's like, yeah, I don't want a blue hat. And so then like he looked at some other costumes, thought about not being Willy Wonka because he wouldn't get this brown hat. Like literally a half hour later, he's like, yeah, we don't got a round hat. We got a beige one. And we're like, that's fucking brown. Give me the
I got a beige one.
And then all of our other impersonations were like, this guy, when I was getting the Big Fur costume, he's like, you want a costume with a zipper in the front? Like, what?
What? Why?
In case you go to a house party.
So you can unzip it to like, so you can piss and stuff?
Right, you can piss, right.
Okay.
Hey, this guy's looking out for you.
Yeah, so he was like, did you like fucking zip your tongue up? Now it's gone? Or like, what the fuck happened?
We don't got any big fur. We got a large fur, but not a big fur.
We got blue fur.
We don't got a Wendigo. We
got something from Algonquin folklore, but we don't have a Wendigo.
You're gonna want stilts. You're gonna put on these stilts and walk around. You gotta swipe the table. You're gonna want to zip the pants up from the front because that's how you wear pants.
Make sure to growl occasionally, but it's okay that you don't have horns. You know, nobody will notice.
Your guy slowly turned into like fake English accent. Like, we don't have a brown one.
I say, good chap, there's no brown one here, but we do have this top version.
Are you perhaps from Algonquin folklore?
You want the zipper in your front so you have easy access to your meat and two veg.
Yeah, this Derek Zoolander costume is great for getting chewed out by your boss in. Oh, are you about to go on a performance plan? Then look like a dipshit if you're doing so.
How long do you want to come to work and still it's like for 8 hours? Swiping and clawing at people. Is he like known for having good costumes? Did he have like another great one?
Wendigo?
Year? Yeah.
or is he known for having back problems for the rest of his life?
he was known for collapsing on top of somebody and dying. No, he was known for being a really creepy fucking weirdo. He was not known for being good at costumes.
By this news.
No.
Refuse to believe that.
Wendigo made him more normal. Let's put it that way. I advised him to stay in Wendigo form.
You would have been better if you were born from Algonquin folklore. Why couldn't you have been born that way?
He's got one of those elevated desks that are way up there, like on his stilts, just typing. Hello. Yes. Excuse me.
Hold on, let me finish sending this email. Hiss.
He's a Cobra Commander now.
I'll get you, G.I. Joe.
Wait, G.I. Joe's not a guy. I keep forgetting that.
You can still say, I'll get you, G.I. Joe. Like,
okay, yeah, it's the organization.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, here's 7 things that you didn't know about Wendigos.
They're on stilts.
Wendigos are cruel spirits.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that.
Certain people are easier targets.
That's what I know about a Wendigo?
HR ladies make the best targets of the Wendigo.
What does that have to do with a Wendigo? That sounds like what it has to do with me. Fat fucks that sit at their desk are easy targets. Oh, God damn it, Wendigo.
Originally, Wendigos didn't have antlers.
Oh, so he was going as an old school Wendigo.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah,
I
yeah.
see. Okay, yeah. He's keeping it real. Yeah.
This Wendigo is from the middle period in between the original.
That's just my interpretation is more of a Jurassic Wendigo. I'm going for those
That's
late
Wendigo
stage
fought in the
Wendigos.
Crusades.
Number 4, Wendigos are cold and stanky.
Who wrote this?
Oh, what's that smell? Oh, it's just Bob. He's got his Wendigo costume on again. You know, he's all stanky.
And the first sentence of it is, imagine living in the wilds, bare and exposed. No proper sense of hygiene. Barely any concept of social graces. You'd probably stink too.
Yeah, way to stand up for the Wendigo.
That sounds like a Wendigo apologist. Here.
3, it's possible to stop the transition.
Transition.
Are we still talking about Wendigo?
Did you end up on like an
Wait, this
alt-right
is-
site or something? Like, what happened here?
This is a Republican National Convention homepage.
Here's what Breitbart thinks about Wendigos.
Once you begin the slow, painful, and existential metamorphosis into a Wendigo, you may feel your world turn upside down. So apparently you just slowly turn into one.
Okay.
Wendigos can be contagious.
Getting on to the serious case of the Wendigos.
I saw my doctor, and he's like, "Oh, you're wearing stilts? Yep, you caught a case of the Wendigos."
But you still shouldn't get the vaccine for it, am I right? God damn it. Joe Biden is stanky.
Think how many microchips they can fit in those stilts, okay?
All these Wendigos taking our jobs now and coming over.
Wendigo, Brandon.
I just wish all these people would Wendigo to the polls.
Yep.
You know, I'm for Wendigos if they get people out and voting.
Yeah.
You know, rock the vote, man.
Here we go.
Wait, which one did you open?
Which
Trying
one
to
are we
get
drinking
fizzy
first?
sound, just to signify. Well, we're going to drink them both, but we're drinking
Sure.
this spiced Coke. We'll just drink them both before we rate them.
Yeah.
Actually, it just says Coca-Cola Spiced, I think is the official name.
Raspberry spiced Coke and other natural flavor.
Does have a smell to it.
Yeah. It's stanky.
If you sat on a shelf all day, you'd stink too. It's a little like bubble gummy.
Yeah.
I might cut this out, but this is whenever I hear the word stanky, I always think of that old video of the Spider-Man like twerking at the kid's birthday party. And they're like, "What does Spider-Man do the stanky leg?" You remember that one?
That's one of the greatest videos ever made.
Get loose with it. Don't.
Okay. Interesting. Hold on. Got to get the crack of the second one. Oh, yeah.
The most well-known depiction of a Wendigo is a pale, emaciated creature with gray skin stretched tightly over its skeletal frame.
Oh yeah.
Well-
the Wendigo's tight and taut.
That does kind of describe my coworker anyway. He was like a wormy looking dude.
Mm-hmm. Where do Wendigos live? In office buildings.
Now, Geiger,
In buildings? Oh, in
Just
office
joking.
buildings. Oh,
Geiger, you are
yeah.
of
Yes.
the people I know. You are Captain Taco Bell. I think it would be fair to say.
Yeah, I don't drink it, or don't eat it nearly as much, but yeah.
But yes, but a man who, when I lived with one
Mm-hmm.
time, ate it 7 times in one day.
This is categorically false.
No, but it was 3 times in one day.
Yeah, I did.
So Baja Blast is, I've never had Baja Blast before because I don't
Yes.
eat Taco Bell because it's a fucking vile place. But have you had Baja Blast from Taco Bell?
I've had it. I don't normally get it. I'm also probably the most Mountain Dew-ness drinker
You are.
person you've ever met. However, I am a Dew purist. I only really like green Mountain, like the standard original green Mountain Dew. I don't like any of the flavors.
Wow.
Like
That's no less fucking nerdy than talking
I
about
am
Wendigo being
noble.
from Algonquin
I
folklore.
am
honestly.
fucking noble, Novak. Man has to have a code. Code red. No.
You're just swiping at the other Mountain Dews.
What is Baja Blast supposed to be? Like, what's the flavor it's supposed to be?
Artificial tropical lime flavor.
It's supposed to be the flavor of blasting all over me, as the fans told us early in this episode.
Because what would you describe Mountain Dew flavor as to someone who hadn't had it?
Corn syrup. It's just very sweet. I don't know. Citrus, I think is how they describe it. Do you see that this is the 20th Baja-versary? That's what it says on the label.
Mm.
So this was originally only available in Taco Bell. It was made exclusively for them. Yeah, it's like a lime. It's actually not as sweet as almost as regular Mountain Dew. It feels like it's.
So would like the T-Bell contract expire or something? Like, why can we buy it now?
Yeah, it's public domain now.
Yeah. They lost the exclusivity rights.
Yeah. Well, they have T-Bell on there, so maybe it's just free advertising for them.
First, you get Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Now Baja Blast in stores. All the public domain laws.
I think, if I recall correctly, one of our good friends, Ted, this is his favorite. Like, he loves Baja Blast. Like, he's the only person I've ever met that really likes it.
All right. Do we have a rating system?
Yes. You guys are going to love this rating system.
Mm-hmm.
Like Geiger's old boss loves Derek Zoolander. So one of these beverages is spiced, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you think of the spice, you think of the movie that's in the zeitgeist, Dune. The spice. Yeah. The spice is the name of the most important. It's the unobtainium of Dune. Mm-hmm. And because doing weird Dune things worked so well a few weeks ago, we're going to do
Don't
it
reference
again.
past episodes. No, we don't do that.
Give me the quick background here. Like, what the spice is.
Okay. So
I haven't seen the movies.
Yes.
Oh.
So the spice, also known as melange, is this like drug that is only available on the one planet, Arrakis, aka Dune, the sand planet. And without the spice, like that's what makes like interstellar travel possible. So it's the most valuable resource in the world.
It's a drug that makes interstellar travel possible. No, get with the fucking times.
Got it. Instant regret for asking that.
Okay, great. So Dune. Here's what we're doing today for the rating system. I've got 3 shitty Dune terms for you to choose from. Mm-hmm. 3-point scale. Starting at the bottom, the worst rating, we have the gum jabbar, which is a poison needle that like they could stick in somebody's throat. Middle rating.
Why are you on a Dune kick? What the fuck is?
I was just saying, I can't wait for him to watch another movie.
No, I watched No Hard Feelings the other day. That was pretty good. The middle rating. I know this is much funnier to me than it is to you. The middle rating is the Kwisatz Haderach. That's the chosen one of the Bene Gesserit. And then the top rating is Shai Hulud, which is the native people's names for the sandworm. So there you go.
So the sandworm is the best one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Oh my god. Fuck me sideways. I'm not going to remember any of those.
Come on, it's so easy. Gom Jabbar, Kwisatz Haderach, and Shai Hulud. Come on.
I'm impressed or scared at how quickly you said those, like without making a mistake. But, okay.
Geiger.
Yeah. Oh, great.
We got Spice Coke. We got Baja Blast.
We got Baja Dad.
Wendigo Blast.
Oh, I gotta go blast right now. I gotta Baja Blast my toilet seat.
That's how that guy got fired.
Okay. I like Coke and I like Mountain Dew. Coke and Mountain Dew might be my favorite sodas. That said, as Novak always says, they went and had a good thing and they fucked with it. Now, on purpose. Obviously, they're selling variants. That's what we're doing here. Are you guys getting raspberry out of this Coke?
Is that what we're supposed to get?
It says raspberry spiced Coke. Yeah.
No.
Maybe.
What's raspberry spice? That doesn't even make any fucking sense.
There's like a hint of raspberry or something. I don't know.
It doesn't taste bad, but it doesn't taste good either.
Yeah.
I don't hate it like some of the flavors. It's not overly sweet like when we had that one that tasted like bubblegum or whatever, or some of these others. It's just enough to be annoying, but it's kind of like a tartar flavor, so it's not as not tartar, like tartar sauce, a tartar flavor, like more tart. So I guess what's the middle one? The
Quisach Haderach.
Yeah, what he said. I'll give it a Quisach Haderach. I'll give it a Quisach Hadernot.
That's where Timothy Chalamet stands in front of a sports car to get a higher rating on. So Zendaya will like it.
Yeah, Timothy Chalamet having a real hard time getting rated hot online. I better get a sports car. What the fuck do I get? 9 sports cars?
And how many sports cars do you got to stand in front of?
I got to stand in front of Ernie von Schledorn just to get noticed next to Timothy Chalamet.
Flanked by Wendigos.
My army of Wendigos will find you if you don't.
Surrounded by 10 dudes on stilts, and you're like, could be worse. Oh yeah, 10.
You could be dressed like this fucking idiot. Probably harsher on the Mountain Dew just because I love regular Mountain Dew so much, and this is fucking with what I love. The lime flavor, having said this, is kind of almost like I just said about the spiced, where the lime flavor isn't as bad as some of these ones that make it like orange or grape. It's a little less. It's regular Mountain Dew is sweet enough. You don't need to make it sweeter. This is a little more sour. I still just don't like it that much. I'm going to give it a Bahuba. What's the last one?
Gum Jabbar?
I'm going to give it apparently I'm going to give it a Gum Jabbar because a Kareem Abdul-Gum Jabbar.
So you like the Coke better than the Mountain Dew?
I do, actually, yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed that from you, actually.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Do you think that this Baja Blast tastes... I mean, you said you don't get it in T-Bell a lot, but you have gotten it. Like, is it better out of the fountain, do you think?
Maybe. I mean, the times I've gotten it at T-Bell probably are on accident. Like, I normally don't order it, so
You're just like, oh, Mountain Dew! Just push without looking.
No, like, they gave it to me in a drive-thru, you asshole.
Multiple times they keep giving you the wrong soda?
I'm sure I ordered it
Maybe
on
go
its
to a
own
different
couple
Taco
times.
Bell.
Yeah.
You know, they can't give you the right drink.
Yeah, because I'm going to Taco Bell. I'm real picky in that moment.
Does that work with your doctor? They keep giving me Baja Blast. I
was trying to get a water.
I asked for skim milk, and they gave me a Baja Blast. I got to eat my Cheerios, so I just did it anyway. It's like I thought I'd like it too. I don't hate it, but I am disappointed. I just don't like it as much as I keep wanting it to be a regular Mountain Dew. Mm-hmm. But I do think fountain soda in general is better. Right, because it's got more carbonation. Anyway, go ahead.
But fountain soda is so inconsistent. Sometimes it doesn't have more carbonation.
Maybe. I also think canned is better than bottle, as we've talked about before.
Yeah. The 20-ounce plastic bottle is one of the worst soda delivery vehicles for sure.
Yeah.
I'll do the Mountain Dew first. I'm not too familiar with the flavor of regular Mountain Dew. You know, it's a soda I don't drink. This tastes like shitty Sprite almost. You know what I mean? Like it's when I drink this, I'm like, why am I not just drinking a Sprite or a 7-Up or something like that? That's going to taste way better, but still scratch that kind of like lime itch. If that's what I really want out of a soda, I don't think the flavors work in the Baja Blast. It is too sweet for me here, and this is a Gom Jabbar for me. I don't think it's very good. The spiced Coke is probably I think it's maybe the best Coke variant that we've had, at least in a while. Maybe some of the early Coke variants were better than it, but I feel like we were on a string of these Coke variants where it was like dog shit after dog shit variant, you know?
Yeah.
They were
all dog shit.
They were all terrible. Now
we just have Gom Jabbar.
Right. They were sandworm shit after sandworm shit. It's big shit. This one retains enough of that, like you can, the original Coke is in there, right? But the flavors that they add on, like, don't really work for me. I don't know why you would want this over like a cherry Coke or something like that. I don't know. I'm kind of stalling with this because I can't decide if I want to give it a Gom Jabbar or Quitsack Haderach. But I think I will give it a very low-level Quitsack Haderach. See, this is a good rating system.
What? Jan just had a fucking stroke.
All right, I was looking at the Wendigo sightings instead of paying attention to your rating. And
A smart move, to be fair.
there's some very long descriptions of people who swear they saw one. And then this one guy writes, I did many years ago. I spotted something in the woods. Looked like some kind of beast, extremely scary looking. I followed it for a while. When all of a sudden it turned around, it was my ex-wife.
Oops.
So stupid.
All right, dude. Fucking idiot.
She's the original cryptid.
Okay. I think these are. I don't feel that much better about either one of these. I think this Mountain Dew might be. I think it's actually better than regular Mountain Dew.
God damn it.
Regular Mountain Dew is really shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is like toned down a little bit. Like it's kind of like a basic B version of it.
Basic B stands for Baja Blast.
So
How would you
For me,
describe Mountain Dew Baja Blast? Well, it's like a basic Baja Blast version of Mountain Dew. So, there you go. Makes sense.
Circular logic there, yeah.
I do think that this would probably taste better as a fountain soda, this particular one.
I think so too.
For sure. I'm going to give it a a middle one. And the Spice Coke is a bit worse than a regular Coke. It's not bad. I would if I was somewhere and I had a taste for a soda, it's all they had. I could drink it. It's fine. It's not nearly as bad as some of these new fangled Cokes that we've had with the weird names on them.
Yeah.
I can't even remember.
DreamWorks Coke or whatever the fuck it was. Yeah.
DreamWorks Shrek Coke.
Yeah, it just tastes like Shrek. Somebody once told me this Coke was gonna roll me.
Somebody once told me that I'm from Algonquin folklore.
Somebody once told me that Shrek's are kind of stanky.
Shrek's? I think he's an ogre.
Oh, yeah. That's his name, right?
Somebody once told me that Zoolander got fired.
Somebody once told me they broke their neck on stills. They weren't the sharpest tool in the shed.
Walking on stilts is kind of hard, I felt like. I don't
You
feel
might as well be walking on the stilts.
I don't think you could just jump on stilts and show up to work, right?
That's what he was like. I told you he was coming in overnight and practicing in the floors to make sure his head could fit and stuff. I'm like, to what end? You're not oh, here's $1 million for winning this fucking contest, you dumb fuck.
What? we don't do the Wendigos for rewards, Geiger. We do the Wendigos for the sake of Wendigoing.
Right. For the all-time fucking costume mic drop. That's why.
Literally, a mic drop from the fucking ceiling on his goddamn stilts. Idiot.
Spice Coke, I think's another Saturday. To me, they're in the same category.
Which one do you prefer? If you have to pick one,
I would drink the Coke.
No, so unanimous. Coke. The Coke is better. Yeah,
but I don't think it's a strictly improved version or anything. I'm trying to think of if these would be popular with other people. Maybe the Spice Coke. I don't know.
With other people, like
to recommend it to someone. Maybe I don't like it, but I could see people liking it. I don't know.
Yeah.
There must be people that like Baja Blast.
I guess so.
I would probably recommend they drink something else, I guess. So,
well, Mountain Dew,
water.
isn't there some, Mountain Dew has the stereotype of being associated with like gaming and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gaming, white trash, NASCAR,
Neckbeards, Wendigos, yeah, all those people.
Wisconsin.
The Algonquin tribe. The Baja Blast. Okay, so the winner, clearly the Spice Coke, by a couple of measures here today, better than the Baja Blast. Chad, you said, do you have a regular Mountain Dew at any time in like the past 2 decades?
Maybe once.
Not
Certainly not in the past decade.
Not enough to know if this was better or worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you like blindfolded me and gave me this Baja Blast, I'd be like, I don't know, squirt or something. Like, I have no idea.
Yeah, it's just like it's a nameless like lemon lime soda. You could tell me. I mean, I probably would know it's not Mellow Yellow, but I would maybe believe you, right? I don't know. It's been a while since I had that.
Yeah. All right, Geiger. Listeners, they want to contact us.
When I'm out there in a few months, we can all drink Mountain Dews together.
Oh, we'll just bash a few Mountain Dews together like real bros.
We can bro down with Mountain Dews. How about that?
If you are a Wendigo, if you are a fan of cryptids, if you voted for Chupacabra, let us know why or what it is. If you like Baja Blast a lot or Coca-Cola Spiced, let us know. If you know all the characters from Dune without having to look it up, you're probably Chad, I guess. You're on this podcast already. Let us know what you think of our snack ratings or our drink ratings in this case. Let us know what you would like us to try in the podcast sometime. You can get a hold of us at youtrieddat@gmail.com. We're on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We really appreciate all of you for listening. If you have any friends and family you think would enjoy the podcast, we'd love it if you could let them know. And hope everyone's doing well.
All right, before we go, how do you turn into a Wendigo? Like, because we probably should know if this is something that's dangerous to us and a possibility.
Yeah. So we don't put our bodies at risk. Yeah.
Traditionally, greed can turn you into a Wendigo. But this first person on Reddit, when someone asked what turns a human into a Wendigo, the very first post says, I think humans can turn into a Wendigo by numerous amounts of radiation and major food parasite. Because if you look at body, it's very skinny. It could be something in DNA, like some people can turn into ghouls or feral ghouls. So there you go.
If you look at body, of Wendigo, it is like staring into sun.
He is trying to make it to desk, which is like back office.
He has to turn in TPS report.
The greed things, I think, is pretty accurate, because remember at the end of Wall Street when Gordon Gekko turned into a Wendigo? Gordon Gekko.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. I remember Wendigo Gordon Gekko. I remember it.
Wolf of Wall Street was originally called Wendigo Wall Street. I remember. Started with a Wendigo doing coke off a stripper's ass.
I'm not going anywhere. Like fucking shoving a goldfish up that fat guy's ass or whatever. What is that? What's his name? No, what's that guy's name?
Jonah Hill?
Yeah.
Does he get a goldfish?
Oh no, he
shoved up
ate
his
a
ass?
goldfish. He ate a goldfish.
Very different. That is a very different thing.
No, I think if you eat a goldfish, if you're a rich investment banker, if you get a goldfish shoved up your ass, you turn into a Wendigo. I think that's how it works.
God, you're confusing eating it. Do you remember earlier in this podcast when we shoved Spice Coke up our ass? Do you remember that, Geiger?
Remember when I took a bottle of Spice Coke and shoved it up your ass?
All right. Well, that'll do it for this time. We'll be back next time. Brand new snack.
Deuces.
Yeah.